There's something that happens during a spiritual awakening that few talk about, but almost everyone experiences. You go through a spiritual awakening. You do the deep work, face your shadows, open your heart, and yet a feeling persists. It's like you know you've healed, at least at a deep level, but you don't feel the freedom you expected. Your thoughts still loop. Your emotions still repeat the past. And no matter how much healing you've done, something still feels unresolved. So what's really going on? Most people assume they need more healing, more releasing, more work. Most spiritually awakened people remain stuck for one reason only, and almost no one is talking about it. It's subtle. You wake up every day, open your eyes, and immediately the world starts speaking. Your phone lights up. The news tells you what's wrong. Social media tells you what to desire. And somewhere in between, your true self. The quiet, gentle soul inside gets buried. This is the reality for most of us. We live inside a maze built by other people's expectations, thoughts, and beliefs. And somehow we think this is normal. But what if I told you that spiritual awakening doesn't always come with flashing lights, divine visions, or dramatic revelations? What if it starts with something much simpler, like the painful realization that you've been playing a role that was never yours? Real awakening begins with a quiet ache, a deep, unshakable sense that something is missing, something essential. You may look successful on the outside. You may even be surrounded by people. But deep down, there's a silent question echoing in your chest. Is this really who I am? That question, my friend, is the knock on the door. And when you finally pause long enough to hear it, your journey begins, not forward, but inward. This isn't the awakening people glamorize. It's not always joyful or peaceful at first. It's the kind that strips away illusions, the kind that asks you to peel off every mask you've worn for acceptance. It's painful, but it's holy, because the soul doesn't whisper to flatter you, it whispers to free you. There comes a moment when the old life stops working. You try harder, hustle more, distract yourself with temporary joy shopping, scrolling, relationships, achievements, but nothing sticks. The emptiness returns like a shadow, and you begin to realize no amount of outside noise can silence what's happening inside you. This is where the breaking begins. It might feel like depression, loneliness, anxiety. Sometimes your relationships fall apart, your career hits a dead end, or your body starts reacting. Whatever the trigger, it forces you to confront what you've been avoiding. You've outgrown your old life. And here's the truth. Breaking is sacred. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's scary. But it's not punishment. It's the soul's way of clearing space for the real you to emerge. The breakdown is not the end. It's the birth canal. You are not falling apart. You are being stripped down to what is true. During this time, you'll feel lost, confused, maybe even angry at God, the universe, or yourself. You'll try to run back to your old patterns, but they won't fit anymore. Like shoes 2 sizes too small, they will hurt to wear. So you'll sit in the in-between, the void. And that's where the blessing is, because in the silence, when nothing outside can save you, you begin to hear your own soul. You begin to meet your authentic self, often for the first time. Spiritual awakening isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. In the stillness, you'll begin to sense it, a soft, sacred energy rising from within. It's not loud, but it's powerful, and for the first time, it feels familiar, like coming home after a long journey. This energy isn't out there in the stars or some secret ritual. It's you, your true self, The essence that's been patiently waiting beneath the noise, the pain, the layers. You begin to realize you were never broken, you were buried. The real you is loving, wise, radiant, connected to everything, and you don't need to chase that energy. You need only to clear the clutter that's been covering it. You might reconnect with childhood dreams, or begin to see the divine in ordinary things. You might cry for no reason, laugh without control, or feel deep love for strangers. These are signs of awakening. Your heart is opening, your soul is stretching, your energy is shifting, and it's beautiful. This video is not about fixing yourself, it's about feeling yourself. Not through logic or labels, but through deep presence. You're learning to trust your inner knowing again. And with that trust comes clarity, purpose, and peace. After awakening, there's a strange phase. You're not who you used to be, but you're not fully who you're becoming. You start to see through the matrix, the games, the masks, the lies people tell to survive. You notice how much fear drives society, and it can feel overwhelming, even lonely. You might want to withdraw or shout truth from the rooftops. But here's the sacred task of this phase: integration. You're not meant to escape the world. You're meant to walk through it with eyes open and heart soft. You're learning to balance your human life with your spiritual truth. This means saying no to what drains you, even if others don't understand. It means speaking your truth, even when your voice shakes. It means choosing alignment over approval. You'll lose people. You'll outgrow old circles. But you'll find your soul tribe, those who speak your language, even in silence. More importantly, you'll find you, and you'll no longer betray yourself to be accepted. That, my friend, is power. This phase is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about showing up as your full self, without apology. It's about living in harmony with your soul, not in fear of others' opinions. There's no grand finale, no finish line. Awakening isn't a destination, it's a way of being. You wake up each day with fresh eyes. You move slower, speak softer, love deeper. You notice the wind, the colors, the energy in people. You cry more but also laugh more. You become lighter, not because life is easier, but because you're no longer carrying what isn't yours. This is the quiet glory of living awake. You're connected to Source, even when the world is chaotic. You trust the divine timing of things. You stop forcing, you start flowing, and most importantly, you learn to be present with what is not just what you wish it to be. Your life becomes a prayer, a meditation, a mirror for others to remember their own light. And that's the beauty of it all, because when you awaken, you don't just change your life. You shift the energy of every room you enter. You become a living transmission of truth, peace, and love. Not through preaching, but through presence. You become proof that it's possible to live fully, soul first. And that, beloved, is the real spiritual awakening. So the question that remains is, what would change in your life if you stopped treating yourself like a project to be fixed and started living like someone who is already free? Just think about it. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.